Alright, let's give this a try. Gotham City Imposters. What is up, guys? It is Bane CRYPTONiTE here, and I'm going to give you a video playing some Gotham City Imposters, if you haven't noticed by now by some chance, which I'm sure 99% of you have noticed. And I am not the greatest at this game, just to let you know, and so don't, criticize me too much. It's more about the story. And about the story, I don't know if any of you have seen Clemence's video he put out about a rogue grandma. I know, rogue grandma sounds pretty intense. She was not too happy with anybody, and if you want to go check it out, I'll leave a link in the description, and it's a pretty funny story. And so here's my response. Try to get the same kind of thing he did with his video, and yeah, so let's get to it. I'll give you the setting. It was a long time ago. I was maybe 9 years old. I'm very young, and the whole family wanted to take a weekend out, and we wanted to all go on a pontoon boat, go do some swimming, go just hang out. And pretty much, by the way, this is a live video, so excuse me if I kind of lose track sometimes, but so we wanted to go out, do some swimming, and we went out on the lake, had some PB&Js, had some sodas. It was a good time. And it was maybe brunch time we went out, which for those of you, it's probably around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or so. And, around noon came, and, we all stopped and we ate. And I wanted to do some fishing. I'm a young kid, and I haven't done much fishing in my life, so I, didn't know exactly what I was doing. But, I knew you threw the hook out there and, you reel it back in and hopefully you get a fish. That's basically my knowledge of fishing at the time. And so I took my first cast out and it went well, Didn't go the farthest, I'm not that pro at it. But I'd say it was a success. So I reel it back in and, nothing. I was impatient too. I didn't really wait at all. But so I took another cast out there, the second time I threw that hook out there, and I'd say that one was a success as well too. I got it even further, and I'm like, alright, I want to see how far I can throw this thing. So I reel it back in, and I take one huge giant toss. Like this thing, I put all my weight into it. I put everything I had into this, and all of a sudden I didn't see it in the water. And when I started to reel it back in, I was confused. And I look behind me because I hear like someone screaming. It turns out the hook entered my grandma's big toe. This was a interesting experience, but I hooked my grandma's big toe with my hook on my third cast, and that was an interesting experience. She understood, it was an accident. I didn't mean to throw a hook into her toe. It wasn't too deep, thankfully, so she wasn't in much pain, but I felt bad. And it was around lunchtime, and she's just sitting there eating, minding her own business, and I hooked her toe. But then it gets even weirder. After this, it was probably maybe around 3 o'clock, later afternoon, and it was time to go back. We wanted to head back home. We had enough swimming for the day. It was starting to get a little windy, and we wanted to head back. So we took the pontoon boat and we started our way back. And nothing went wrong. The waves weren't too big. Like I said, it was a little windy. It wasn't too bad, but there were some waves out there. And there was one wave in particular that caught us by surprise. We hit this wave, and we have maybe 10 people with us. 10 to 12, I want to say, and that's a lot of weight. And when you hit a wave and majority of your people are on one side of the boat, chances are that thing's going down. So pretty much that is what happened. The front end tipped as we went over this wave because everybody was sitting on the front end of the boat pretty much. That's where most of our weight was. Luckily for me, I was a young, athletic, energetic kid, so I you know, using my smarts, I booked it all the way to the back of that boat. I was not going down like the Titanic, alright? This thing went probably 60 to 80 degrees, nosedive, right into the water. And boy, everybody was scared, and it did not look too good. And so the nose was underwater, submerged. Everybody ran to the back of the boat by this time, you know, and we're all sitting on the back, and the front end's not coming back up. And you know, everybody's freaking out. You know, are the kids all right? Are the kids all right? And you know, my grandma's freaking out, saying, you know, Jesus, Grandpa, you know, what kind of driving are you doing? And I kid you not. And oh jeez. Anyways, and by this time we decided, you know, how are we gonna get back? You know, we're trapped out here in the middle of the lake. What do we do? And you know, 30 seconds pass, and all of a sudden, you know, the front end must have somehow got off the muck that was on the bottom of the lake, and the front end comes back up. And thankfully, you know, everybody was okay. Nothing went wrong. And pretty much, what the heck is this parrot? And oh wow, this is annoying. What is this thing? Sorry for ruining the story a little bit there. But anyways, you know, the thing released from the muck, and the front end starts to come back up, and it just does it on its own, and we're back up. But you know, half of that thing was stuck in that water, stuck in the ground, and we were all worried, what are we gonna do? And you know, my dad, you know, he took a look out there, and he saw, you know, the water's only about ankle deep, so we had no real problems with it. You know, it wasn't a big deal, and we all kind of laughed at that point. You know, ankle deep water, and we're sitting there freaking out thinking it's the end of the world. Alright, so if the grandma's toe story wasn't enough for you, I hope that the whole entire boat sinking, we actually lost a couple PB&Js, by the way, and some bologna sandwiches. So, you know, not everybody made it home that day safely. But, you know, things happened, and it was a good time, and it was a funny experience, and it's something that, you know, you'll remember as a family, and it was a good time though. So thank you for watching. I know I do not really put that much effort into this gameplay. I was more of trying to tell a story, because like, I don't know if I told you, but I forget if I said that my PVR was not working. So hopefully I can get that up and running, and I can get you some better gameplay, and hopefully, you know, let me know what gameplay you want to see out of me. I recently got Far Cry 3, which looks like a great game, and I think I'm going to do a co-op with a couple other people in that, and yeah, that should be a good time. I plan on uploading that. If you haven't noticed already, we're kind of getting an upload schedule. Thursdays are we're gonna try to make them my days to upload. Mondays are going to be Hypernova or Bane Mist, and Tuesdays are going to be Bane Wasabi. Wednesdays we're gonna try to get Bane Bones out there. Otherwise, just Bones is fine. You don't need to put Bane in front of our names, I guess. But then Thursdays is gonna be me, CRYPTONiTE, and Fridays you can look forward to hopefully some Clemens. And then yeah, that's pretty much all we have set for now. But thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you liked it. Comment if you didn't like it or something. I don't know. But thanks for watching, and hope you have a good day, night, whatever, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, so hasta la vista.